Well, what in the world do we have here? If I had to guess, just based on the boxes here, I'd say we got a Rotora Big Brake Kit for an Explorer ST. What's going on, Team Lethal fans? Joe with Lethal Performance here, and today I've got a pretty special video here today. Shout out to my Explorer ST owners out there. This one's going to be pointed toward you, but we are going to be covering Rotora's Big Brake Kit here for the Explorer ST. Not only are we going to cover the Big Brake Kit by itself, we're also going to cover Rotora as a company by itself, tell you guys a little bit about them, and overall, show you what's going on inside these brake kits, and show you what you're getting for the money. Now, before we actually break down the kits that are inside the box, let me go ahead and break down the brand itself to you for those who don't know. Rotora is a manufacturer of high-performance aftermarket brake components such as calipers, rotors, brake lines, and a whole bunch of other stuff, and caters to just about every type of vehicle you could think of. We're talking Lexus, Nissan, BMW, Ford, of course, because we're going to be talking about Explorer ST stuff here, but they have just about everything from your basic street brakes to something that you would use on the track in an extreme situation. They even have stuff catered toward armored vehicles that can endure any possible condition that's thrown at them. The company themselves is based out of Southern California, produces and manufactures all out of a Southern California plant. So overall, made in the USA, designed in the USA, you're going to be getting one of the best quality kits that money can buy. But before we break down the actual brake kits themselves and talk about Rotora, I want to talk about the packaging that they do. This is their big brake kit for the Explorer ST. As you can see here, it shows right here on the front, Big Brake Kit. They do an awesome job with marketing and designing on just their packaging alone. That's going to reflect obviously into the actual brakes and components that they sell for brakes. And overall, you're going to see that a little bit later in the video here, that this company means quality. Just to even start though, with the boxes themselves, super thick cardboard. I can guarantee you that when you order these and get these to your front door, that there's not going to be a hint of damage on the brakes themselves. Probably not even the boxes themselves, are so darn thick. So anyways, guys, let's go ahead and actually open up these boxes here and show you what's going on inside. All right, so now I got it out here, you guys can start to get a little excited. These are their Street Challenge Big Brake Upgrade Kit for the Explorer ST. As you can see here, we went with their light metallic blue finish on these, but they do have 9 other finishes that you can choose from. Now, each of these here is going to be, this one here, particularly the rear, is going to be a 4-piston kit, whereas the front is going to be a whole 8-piston kit, which is a huge brake system for those who are familiar with brakes. There's not many vehicles on the road that are using 8-piston brakes, but now, with you Explorer ST guys out there, you can easily say that you have plenty of stopping power. Rotora has found the best mix of both lightweight and strong materials to blend to make their products for the brake system. So not only are you getting a lighter brake system, you're also getting a stronger brake system than what you'd be getting from stock. Now let's take a look at the rotors themselves that Rotora supplies with these kits. Ugh. Now this is a rotor. This is their 405mm front brake rotor that they have for the Explorer ST. Now, depending on what kit, of course, that you get from Rotora, depending on what vehicle it is, it's going to vary in size. But for the Explorer ST, they throw in this 405mm one here for the front. This is a what they call a semi-floating rotor, basically meaning that it is a 2-piece. It has a hub, and then it has the main rotor on the outside here bolted to it. It helps with reducing heat when under extreme braking. It essentially takes this middle section here and makes that the heat soak, so you don't see any sort of brake fade from heat. Now, they do have these rotors here in a few different variations depending on what you want to option it out as. They have them available in drilled, they have them available in slotted, and then of course they have them in a combo with drilled and slotted. For this particular kit here, we have just their drilled formation for the actual rotors themselves. And of course, these brakes here will work with everything OEM on the vehicle, including the traction control, stability control, ABS, and of course, the big one, the OEM master cylinder that runs the whole system. To conclude here, Rotora is a company to be reckoned with. They have an awesome lineup of brake kits and brake components for a wide variety of vehicles, whether you've got something that's domestic, foreign, European, they will have the brake kit for you. Now, if you're interested in a brake kit yourself, or you have a couple questions about Rotora that I didn't answer here in the video, feel free to reach out to any of us here at Lethal Performance at 561-753-8105 or at our support email at support@lethalperformance.com. Any of those ways, we can definitely reach out to you and reach out with Rotora if we can't answer the questions and get you guys the answers that you need. Without further ado, I think that pretty much covers everything about Rotora. This has been Joe with Lethal Performance, and I'm out. Brand here that we carry at Lethal Performance.